Paul the Apostle, a name synonymous with early Christianity, his journeys and teachings shaped the course of a fledgling religion. Paul's story is one of transformation. From persecutor to preacher, his life was a testament to the power of faith. Join us as we retrace the steps of this remarkable figure. We will explore his incredible journey. From his conversion experience to his missionary travels, we will delve into the life and legacy of Paul the Apostle. Born Saul of Tarsus, Paul's early life was steeped in Jewish tradition. He grew up in the bustling city of Tarsus, a place known for its rich cultural and intellectual heritage. From a young age, Saul was immersed in the teachings of Judaism, learning the sacred texts and traditions that had been passed down through generations. He was a devout Pharisee, rigorously upholding the Mosaic law. The Pharisees were a group known for their strict adherence to the laws of Moses, and Saul was no exception. He took great pride in his ability to follow these laws to the letter, believing that this was the path to righteousness. His education was in Jerusalem under the renowned teacher Gamaliel. Gamaliel was one of the most respected teachers of the time, and studying under him was a great honor. Saul's time in Jerusalem was spent deepening his understanding of the Jewish faith, learning not just the laws but also the interpretations and traditions that accompanied them. Saul was a Roman citizen, a privilege that would later prove significant. Roman citizenship afforded him certain protections and rights that were not available to everyone. This status would play a crucial role in his later life, providing him with opportunities and advantages that he could not have foreseen. Saul was initially hostile towards the early Christians. He saw them as a dangerous sect that threatened the very foundations of Judaism. The early Christians' belief in Jesus as the Messiah was, to Saul, a blasphemous deviation from the true faith. He viewed their beliefs as a threat to Judaism. This perceived threat fueled his anger and determination to stamp out the movement. He engaged in heated debates and arguments, trying to convince others of the dangers posed by these new believers. He actively persecuted them, participating in arrests and even stonings. Saul was not content with mere words. He took action. He sought out Christians, arresting them and bringing them to trial. In some cases, he even participated in their executions, believing he was doing God's work. Little did he know, a profound transformation awaited him. As he traveled to Damascus, intent on finding and arresting more Christians, Saul was unaware that his life was about to change in a dramatic way. This journey would mark the beginning of a new chapter in his life, a transformation that would change his life and the course of history. On the road to Damascus, Saul experienced a vision that would alter his beliefs and his mission. This moment of conversion was not just a personal turning point, but a pivotal event in the history of Christianity, leading Saul to become Paul, one of its most fervent apostles. Saul's life took a dramatic turn on the road to Damascus. It was a journey that he had embarked upon with a clear and determined purpose, one that he believed was righteous and just. He was traveling there to persecute Christians, driven by a fervent belief that he was upholding the true faith. The ancient Roman roads stretched out before him, a symbol of his unwavering resolve, when a blinding light suddenly enveloped him. This light was unlike anything he had ever seen, so intense and overwhelming that it brought him to his knees. Knocked to the ground, he heard a voice calling his name. "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" The voice was powerful and filled with an authority that shook Saul to his very core. The voice identified himself as Jesus, the very person Saul was persecuting. This revelation was both shocking and transformative, as it challenged everything Saul had believed in. Blinded and shaken to his core, Saul underwent a profound spiritual experience. His physical blindness mirrored the spiritual blindness that had clouded his judgment for so long. He realized the error of his ways. The path he had been on was not one of righteousness, but one of misguided zeal and persecution. This encounter marked his conversion to Christianity. It was a moment of profound change, where Saul's heart and mind were opened to a new understanding of faith and compassion. He was baptized and embraced his new faith with unwavering zeal. The rituals of baptism symbolized his rebirth, washing away his past transgressions and welcoming him into a community of believers. Saul, now known as Paul, was a changed man. His transformation was not just in name, but in purpose and mission. He became one of the most fervent and influential apostles, spreading the message of love, forgiveness, and redemption far and wide. His life, once dedicated to persecution, was now devoted to the very faith he had sought to destroy. This life-altering encounter on the road to Damascus was the catalyst for a journey that would change the course of history and inspire countless others to follow the path of faith and transformation. Paul embarked on 3 extensive missionary journeys throughout the Roman Empire. His mission was clear: to spread the message of Jesus Christ. He traveled thousands of miles, primarily on foot, facing danger and hardship along the way. His travels took him to major cities like Antioch, Ephesus, Corinth, and Rome. He preached in synagogues, marketplaces, and homes. Paul's message resonated with people from all walks of life. He established churches and nurtured communities of believers. His travels and teachings played a pivotal role in the growth of early Christianity. Section 5. Trials and Tribulations: Facing Persecution with Courage. Paul's missionary journeys were fraught with challenges. He faced opposition from both Jews and Romans. He was beaten, imprisoned, and shipwrecked. Yet his faith never wavered. Through it all, Paul remained resolute in his mission. He wrote letters of encouragement to the churches he had established. These letters, now part of the New Testament, provide valuable insights into early Christian beliefs and practices. They offer guidance and inspiration to believers to this day. Section 6. Shaping Early Christian Thought: Paul's Enduring Legacy. Paul's impact on Christian theology is immeasurable. He articulated key doctrines. His writings emphasized the universality of the Christian message. Salvation was available to all, not just Jews. He stressed the importance of faith in Jesus Christ as the path to salvation. Paul's teachings shaped the development of Christian thought. His writings continue to be studied and debated by theologians today. Section 7. Letters from Paul: Windows into the Early Church. Paul's letters provide invaluable insights into the challenges and triumphs of the early Christian communities. They address issues of doctrine, ethics, and social order. They offer guidance on matters of faith, love, and hope. From the bustling streets of Corinth to the fledgling church in Rome, his words offered guidance and inspiration. They remain a testament to the power of faith to transform lives. His letters continue to resonate with readers today, offering wisdom and encouragement across the centuries. Section 8. The Power of Conversion: A Message of Hope and Transformation. This chapter delves into the profound impact of faith and the incredible changes it can bring about in a person's life. Paul's own conversion experience served as a powerful testament to the transformative power of faith. On the road to Damascus, he encountered a blinding light and heard the voice of Jesus, which led to a complete turnaround in his beliefs and actions. He went from being a persecutor of Christians to one of their most ardent advocates. This dramatic shift not only changed his life, but also had a ripple effect on those around him. His story exemplified the idea that anyone, regardless of their past, could find redemption and new life through Jesus Christ. Paul's teachings and letters became foundational texts for early Christians, spreading the message of hope far and wide. This message of hope and transformation resonated deeply with people across the Roman Empire. It transcended social and cultural barriers, reaching individuals from all walks of life. It offered a new way of life, one based on love, forgiveness, and the promise of eternal life. Early Christians found solace and strength in these teachings, forming communities that supported one another in their spiritual journeys. The transformative power of faith continues to inspire people today, reminding us that no matter how dark our past, there is always a path to redemption and a brighter future. This timeless message of hope and transformation encourages us to embrace change, seek forgiveness, and strive for a life filled with love and purpose. Section 9. Paul's impact on the Roman Empire: Sowing Seeds of Faith. Paul's ministry had a profound impact on the Roman Empire. His message challenged the prevailing social order. He preached equality and compassion in a society rife with division and injustice. His teachings resonated with the marginalized and oppressed. He spread the message of a God who transcended social and ethnic boundaries. His tireless efforts helped lay the foundation for Christianity to emerge as a major world religion. Section 10. A Legacy of Faith: Paul's Influence Through the Ages. Paul's legacy extends far beyond the early church. His writings have inspired generations of Christians. His teachings on faith, grace, and redemption continue to shape Christian thought and practice today. His emphasis on the universality of the Christian message continues to resonate in a world often divided by difference. His life and work serve as a timeless reminder of the transformative power of faith and the enduring relevance of the Christian message. Section 11. Conclusion: the enduring relevance of Paul the Apostle. Paul the Apostle, the one-time persecutor who became a passionate preacher, left an indelible mark on the world. His incredible journey from his dramatic conversion to his tireless missionary work continues to fascinate and inspire. His letters, filled with timeless wisdom and spiritual guidance, remain a cornerstone of Christian faith. Paul's life and legacy continue to remind us of the power of faith to transform lives and shape the course of history.